time is 9 o'clock. Here is the newspaper headline coming to you this morning from New City 99.1 FM. My name is Rachel Kodaolu. On this morning, we're going to be looking at some newspaper headline. We're starting with Punch newspaper this morning. As Oyo adoption, presidency slams Makinde over demand for UN probe. The presidency on Monday criticized Oyo State Governor Sheyi Makinde over his call for a United Nations-led investigation into the adoptions of pupils and teachers in the state, describing the demand as unnecessary and politically motivated. Makinde, while formally assuming responsibility for the welfare, rehabilitation and education of the 45 teachers and pupils rescued after spending 56 days in captivity on Monday, called for a UN-backed investigation into the adoption, saying Nigerians deserve a full account of the circumstances surrounding the incident. Armed bandits had on 15th of May 2026 attacked 3 schools in Orire local government area of Oyo State, adopting the 39 pupils and 6 teachers. The special advisor to the president on information and strategy, Bayo Onanuga, says the governor's request suggests a link of confidence in Nigerian security institution, citing that the military and other security agency had already provided explanation on the rescue operation. Onanuga, in an exclusive interview with the Punch report, says the presidency had no objection to an international body examining the incident if Makinde believes there were unresolved issues. The governor has just expressed his options that the NU should probe this incident. He says, "Our doors are open. Let the NU come if it thinks there is more to it than what our military has explained," he says. He, however, questioned the basics for the governor's demand, urging that security agency had no reason to deliberately subject Nigerians, especially children, to prolonged captivity. According to him, the rescue operation came to a close with some security personnel, including members of the military and Amoteku, losing their lives while pursuing the adopters. Onanuga said it was unthinkable that anyone would deliberately conspire to expose the victims to the 56 days order, including the killing of a mathematics teacher during captivity. He says, "Look at these kids. Some of them are just about 4 or 6 years old. Will anyone want to deliberately subject them to trauma they went through for 56 days?" he asked. The presidential spokesman accused Makinde, who is a presidential aspirant, of allowing political considerations to influence his call for an international probe. It is just unfortunate that Mr. Makinde may be because of politics, because he is a presidential candidate, now does not have any trust in our own institutions, and is now calling on an external body to come and investigate, he says. Onanuga added that the military and the Department of State Service had already disclosed what they knew about the incident, describing the governor's demand as unwanted and absolutely unnecessary. He accused Makinde of attempting to politicize this matter, saying the man is just playing politics and it is the politics of bazaar he wants to We've found anything available, including dragging up a strange conspiracy terror. For more details on that, you can get it this morning on the Punch newspaper. Still on the Punch newspaper this morning. Dangote drops Naira, begins petrol sales in dollars. The Dangote Petroleum Refinery has fixed the ex-depot price of premium motor spirit petrol at 0.779 per litre, unveiling a new price template that also raises the benchmark price for diesel and aviation fuel following its transactions to dollars diminution transactions. This marks an end to Naira payment for the purchasing of refined products, which started after the October 1st, 2024 commencement of the Naira for crude deal. The development also marked a major shift in the refinery commercial operation and could reshaping pricing dynamics in Nigeria, disregarding downstream petroleum sector, where Dangote has emerged as the country's largest supplier of refinery petroleum products. The reverse price, which took effect on Monday, placed automotive gas, oil, diesel at 1.08687 per litre, aviation as kerosene at 0.942 per litre, while coastal delivery of petrol were fixed at 144.62 per meter. Tunnel, the refinery disclosed the new rate in a notice issued to the petroleum marketers and customers, stating that all previously issued Naira dominated performance invoice and deal recap for a grant and costly transactions and becoming invalid. The notice signed by the refinery group commercial operation read follows: our email on the 9th of July 2026 regarding the transactions from Naira to United States dollars. Please note that all issued Naira, Costa and Grant PFIS deal/deal recap are now invalid, and no payment should be made again to them. The applicable USD price for each product effectively today, July 13, 2026, are provided below. For more details on that, you can still get it on the Punch newspaper this morning. Still on the Punch newspaper this morning, Mark-led ADC petition as INEC over review functions nomination claims. The African Democratic Congress has called on the Independent National Electoral Commission to investigate what it described as illegal forgery and unauthorized use of documents property issued by the electoral body, following claims by a functions that it had uploaded the names of party presidential candidates and other nominees to the commercial nomination portal. The Nafal Bala Gombe functions of the party had reported on Sunday night that it had successfully uploaded the names of the candidates on the INEC portal. The functions also displayed pictures disputing the complaint exercise with the INEC symbol and log. The David Mark-led functions, however, dismissed the claim by Bala Gombe Group as false, inciting that only the leadership recognized by INEC has access to the Commission nomination portal and had concluded the nomination process in accordance with the INEC Electoral Act. For more details on that, you can still get it on the Punch newspaper this morning. On the Nation newspaper this morning, court rejects Sanwo-Olu's request for prolonged adjournment of defamation case. A federal high court in Abuja has rejected the request by African Analysts Congress (AAC) presidential candidate Omoyele Sanwo-Olu for a prolonged adjournment of his ongoing trial for allegedly criminal defamation. Sanwo-Olu is being prosecuted by the Department of State Service (DSS) for referring to President Bola Tinubu as a criminal in posts made on his official X and Facebook account yesterday. His lawyer Rabiu Adekola, shortly before the close of the proceedings, prayed for adjournment of the hearing till after the court's 2-month annual vacation. Adekola had said that Sanwo-Olu's led lawyer Olumide traveled out of the country. The proceeding lawyer Akinlola Kehinde objects to the Fausika's request, noting that there had been 10 previous adjournments of case at Sanwo-Olu's in distance. For more details on that, you can get it on the Nation newspaper this morning. Now on Daily Trust newspaper this morning. Why adopted Oyo teachers were killed, rescued pupils. Principal. The principal of Community High School Isele in Orire local government area of Oyo State, Mrs. Rachel Alamu, on Monday recounted the 56 days ordeal she and the 45 pupils and teachers endured in captivity. The victims were kidnapped on May 15th when terrorists attacked 3 schools: Baptist Nursery and Primary School, Yawota Community Grammar School, Elese and LA Primary School, all in Orire local government area. They were rescued last Friday. As 56 days after the adoptions, 2 teachers were killed during the period in captivity. The principal of the Community High School Ileshe in Orire local government area of Oyo State, Mrs. Rachel Alamu, on Monday recounted a horrible moment of the 56 days order she had with the 45 pupils and the teachers enduring in captivity. She said the victims were kidnapped on May 15th when terrorists attacked the schools in Baptist Nursery and Primary School. They were also rescued last Friday as 56 days after adoption. Traders make rigs business to cradle fish markets as Nigeria on end scandal. Time for a step-aside option, as speaking to the journalists in Ibadan on Monday during the handout of the rescue victims to Governor Seyi Makinde by the Nigerian Army. Alamu said the kidnappers beat the children and killed 2 teachers to pressure the government into meeting their demand. Mr. Michael was killed on the second day, while Deaconess was killed on the first Sunday. Said the victims spent most of their time in captivity in the open forest, where they were exposed to harsh weather conditions and repeatedly beaten by their captive. We were in the forest, in the open most of the time, under the sun, under the rain. We knew it was God that could really help us. So that really helped us. And the fact that we believe that the people are praying for us, that's also helped us as well, she said. Reflecting on the experience, the school principal said there were moments when it seems impossible to continue, yet they somehow found their strength to endure. While she escapes physical assault, Alamu said several of the children were repeatedly beaten, particularly the youngest among them was seen cry, aggressive, and angering their captive. Personally, I was not beaten, but some of the children were beaten. You know, children, some of them are quite quiet and some of them are loud. And what they hate the most is noise, because it attracts attention. The youngest of them, maybe the 2 years old, Wale and Salah, were the ones who took the best of the beating. They would close their mouth, tie them with clothes, and beat them very well, she said. According to her, the male victim endured every harsh treatment. The men, they had it worse than us because they were blindfolded, handcuffed, and chained on the leg, all of them until they remained 2. The principal said the kidnappers continually moved the captivity from one location to another whenever they feared their hideout had been discovered. Alamu recalled that while the kidnappers occasionally carried the youngest children, most of the victims, including the school girls, had to trek through the difficult terrain. She added that the victim also realized after regaining their freedom that many Nigerians had been following their order and praying for their safe return. For more details on that, you can still get it on Daily Trust newspaper this morning. On the Daily Post newspaper this morning, Lagos begins recruitment of clinic personnel. Lagos State Government has commenced the recruitment of clinic personnel across its 29 secondary health care facility in a bid to strengthen health care service delivery and addressing manpower shortage within the state's health sector. The Lagos State Health Service Commissioner disclosed this in a statement issued on Monday, noting that the recruitment exercise was approved by Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu to fill vacancy positions in governmental-owned general hospitals across the state. According to the commissioner, the initiative aligns with the administration terms agenda and reflects its commitment to improve access to quality health care for residents. For more details on that, you can get it on the Daily Post newspaper this morning. Still on the Daily Post newspaper this morning, Nasarawa Judiciary begins annual vacation. On July 20, appoints two judges of Nasarawa State High Court along the cadres of the Sharia Court of the Appeal and judges of the Customary Court of Appeal will commence their 2026 annual vacation on Monday, July 20. The announcement was contented in a statement issued on Monday by the covering Director of Information and Protocol of High Court of Justice, Agbabi Esther Ogidis. According to the statement, the vacation will run until September 7, 2026, after which normal court proceedings are expected to resume. And that will be all for this morning newspaper headlines. Thank you for listening and do have a blessed and wonderful day. My name is Rachel Koda Olu. Stay blessed.